Hello and welcome back to my channel Get Crafty Tutorials. Today I'll show you how to make these cute little personalized slippers. So yes, here they are, but let's just go straight to tools and materials because it is a short tutorial. Okay, so the tools that I will be using is first of all a glitter iron-on, so HTV. I always keep the small pieces from previous projects, so this is one of them. Then I'm going to use the Cricut mini press, and I'm going to explain why. Because these slippers are very, very sensitive. So I actually had these laying around, and they do not cost a lot, but the material is very, very sensitive, and it's like really flat. And it's not something you can go ahead and put in the heat press because it's going to stick on your heat press. Okay, so that is why I'm using the mini press, because I just want to heat up the surface and not along. But you're going to see everything in the tutorial. So then again, the glitter iron-on, we're going to put the glitter side on the mat and cut on the mat side. And I'm using my Cricut weeding tool, as always, to go ahead and weed everything out and make sure it goes on the slippers. So let's move over to our Cricut design space. Perfect. We have a blank canvas set up. So just click on text and open a text box. So I will just keep it simple and put in Mrs. because we all love the Mrs. slippers. I'm going to link the font that I used in bio, and I'm just going to go ahead and select this one and duplicate it by using duplicate, or you can copy and paste. I'm going to select everything as well and click on attach to make sure that everything is aligned. And before clicking on make it, I do want to make sure that the operation has been set on basic cut because we are using that option as well. So go ahead and click on make it. Now you can see the mat, and as you can see, we do have like these two lined up, and we are going to mirror them as it is in HTV and iron-on project. Click on continue now to go ahead and connect your maker. So I always use Bluetooth, as you know, in my tutorials. So once my maker has been connected, I can go ahead and set the base material. As you already saw, the one that I am using is glitter iron-on. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on glitter iron-on, which is here in my favorites. For the pressure, I am going to click on more because the glitter iron-on that I'm using is a bit thicker. So I love clicking on more to have that really cut through. And I love that the Cricut Maker, also the Cricut Design Space, always mentions that you have to make sure that your mirror on is set on. So that is set on. As you can see, we do have that option on mirror on. So I'm just going to go ahead and already show you how I'm putting it on my mat. So as I said, glossy side on the mat and the mat side up, because you're cutting on the mat side. Once you have done that, you can go ahead and load the mat inside your Cricut Maker. Then just use your arrow button to load the mat, and once your Cricut Maker is all set and gone to start cutting, you will see that the Cricut logo button will start blinking. Just click on there and the Cricut cutting process will start. So let's just go ahead and move over, and I'll see you for the weeding process. Okay, so our second step, you guys, this is our cut, and I will remove the vinyl. Sometimes it's easier to leave it on it, and I will do a tutorial as well about that one, but now I just want to show the steps and materials really nicely, and I do have this problem with the camera, but I am going to weed out while using my weeding tool, and just bear with me because I want to go through the procedure really gently and show you how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to pick the corner, and normally when you pull, you'll already see that these are cut, but I do notice exactly that I have the R. So that means the S is still in it. Then I'll use like the point of my weeding tool to go ahead and really and pull my glitter to make sure that those edges around them get loose. And then I'll just go and use my thumb and my weeding tool to make sure that it stays on my glossy side. Okay, so once that I know that where the letters are, I'm going to cut it up because, as I said, I always cut my material in a way that I can reuse that piece afterwards. So now we can continue weeding, and I'm just going to go ahead and weed everything nice and gently out. So it is a really easy font for beginners to use, because as you can see, it's really easy, because if you use those elegant fonts, it is much difficult to weed out. So this one is a really nice basic cut, and it makes it really easy to weed everything out without actually even using the weeding tool. So I can just go ahead and pull it off, and as you can see, it just goes around the corners nice and gently, and I am not struggling with that at all. So I'm just going to cut this piece off as well, because it is something that we can reuse in a future project. And then I'm just going to go ahead and use my weeding tool to cut the small pieces in the letter R. As you do know, we still have like those small ones. So do not forget them, because I did have that a lot in the beginning, that I didn't remove them and then fell out. So there you go. Here we are. I'm just going to cut these again into pieces, because one is for each slipper. And then we can just go ahead and move along to the heating process. So here you go. You can see the small piece, and this is going to go on the slippers. I'm just going to demonstrate real quick. So this is a slipper that we are going to use. We'll put it like that on it. Same for the other one. And right in the middle. And these are ready to get heated. As you know, I will be using the mini press, the Cricut mini press for this one. It's ideal to use on small surfaces. I've already turned it on, so it's already good to go. As you can see, the light is all green, so we know it is ready. So I'm just going to take the mini press and I'm going to press. I'm not going to keep a press on it, but I want to move it around because it is a gentle material, as I said, and I do not want to damage it. So let's just see if it's enough. And it already sticks, but I do feel that I have to press some more. So let's go ahead and press that right, because it is glitter iron on, and glitter iron on does need that special press. So normally this should do the work. Okay, so it comes off really nice, and I do not see any damage to the slipper due to the heating. So it comes out really perfect. So let's go ahead and do the same with the other one. Again, just take your mini press, press nice and gentle on it, not too long, because you do not want to damage the slipper. I will link them in bio as well, but I do think you can find them everywhere, and they do not cost a lot. So let's give that one extra push, and normally we're good to go. So let's go ahead and peel this off, real nice and gentle to not damage the slipper surface, and it comes off really easy. So now we have both of them all good to go. And I have to say, with the glitter vinyl on them, it does change the entire look. So what do you think, you guys? It was an easy beginner's tutorial, no? And a cheap one as well. So let's just go ahead and see the final results. Okay, so here they are, final results, you guys. What do you think? Please comment, like the video if you like them. It's so easy to do. It is a beginner tutorial, so if you have some slippers laying around and you want to give them an update, or you have some blanks just laying around, use this. I do think that some glitter iron-on changes the entire look of an item. So go ahead, make these. Just some tips that I can give as well is always keep those little scrapping vinyls, leftovers in a separate drawer and keep them, because as you see, just a small little piece is enough to make these gorgeous creations. As well, do not use a big heating press. The Cricut mini press is enough for this one. So please do like, subscribe, and thanks for watching Crafty tutorials.